We read Tangerine by Edward Bloor. For A, I put Arthur Bauer because he's a main antagonist in the story. I drew his FJ Cruiser because he and Eric are always riding in it. For B, I put Blackjack because Arthur carries it around with him in his gym bag in case Eric is in trouble. He killed Lewis with it. For C, I put Cruz because Tina Cruz is on Paul's soccer team and Lewis worked on the Grove with Paul. For D, I put Death because 2 people died in the book. I drew Mike Costello getting electrocuted by the field goal post because that is one of the deaths in the story. For E, I put Eclipse Boy because Paul was nicknamed that in elementary school and he thought he was a freak because of it. F is for football. This is relevant to the book because Eric plays football for Lake Windsor. The football player died at the first practice Eric was at. Eric has lots of football teams that want to have him. He is a good player. G is for glasses. Paul Fisher needs glasses because he's legally blind. He couldn't play soccer at Lake Windsor because of his IEP form that said he was blind. He also needs prescription goggles for playing soccer at Tangerine. H is for home. Paul has moved from house to house so many times. This time Paul moved to Lake Windsor Downs in Florida. This is significant because this is where the whole plot starts. I is for IEP. Paul needs an IEP form because of his blindness. It says Paul needs to be guided by a person at school for the first day. Paul couldn't play soccer because of his IEP form. J is for Joey Costello. Joey Costello is the brother of the football player Mike Costello who died being struck by lightning. Joey is friends with Paul. They were at the senior ceremony when Paul landed on an administrator. This got him suspended from school. K is for Carrie. I chose Carrie because she always puts Paul for random things, but she asked if he can be her date for the ceremony. L is for Lake Windsor Middle School, the first school Paul had entered when he came here in Florida, and now he's tried new experiences. M is for Mike Costello. He was one of the football players that died during practice. He got struck by lightning. N is for naughty. Eric always treats Eric bad in this story. O is for opponents. During soccer, they have to defeat the other team. P is for Paul Fisher. He was the main character in the book. Paul is important because he changes the reader's perspective in the other characters in the book. Q is for quarterback. Paul's older brother Eric Fisher was a star quarterback. Being the quarterback was Eric's career. Football is his life in the book. R is for remember. Throughout the book, Paul struggles to remember extremely important things like the mystery, why he is blind. If he couldn't remember anything, the book would be different. S is for spray paint. Spray paint is the answer to a major mystery in the book. This was a big surprise of what happened. T is for tangerine, a fruit and a title and a school and a town in this book. The story is centered around something so simple, yet it's very important to the story. U is for underestimated. In this book, Paul doesn't have good vision and thick glasses. He plays soccer and is a really good goalie. Because he has thick glasses, people underestimate his skill in goal. V is for Victor Guzman. Victor Guzman goes to Tangerine Middle School. He is a very good soccer player. He's a leader of the team in all county. W is for Windsor Downs, a neighborhood that the Fishers live in. It Actually, Lake Windsor Downs. It has many big, stylish houses and a koi pond in the center. The houses are named after English queens. X is for expelled. Paul got expelled from Tangerine Public Schools. He jumped on a teacher to set his friend free. His mom decided to enroll him in a private school called St. Anthony's. Y is for yellow legal pad. In the book, his parents seem to always be with a yellow legal pad when it says that they have one. It's a gift to let you know that they are upset, mad, or confused when they have a legal pad out. Z is for zero losses. Paul's soccer team, the Tangerine Middle School War Eagles, had a zero-loss season. They beat 8 people and tied 1. They worked hard and Paul did great in the goal.